Hello everyone, I went over to Disney's Epcot to ride some rides, but most importantly, I wanted to scope out some snacks and food options that are available when there's no ongoing festival like right now. The Flower and Garden Festival starts on February 28th, so there's some time in between each festival where you can try other things in and out of World Showcase. On the way over to World Showcase, I had to make a couple of stops to ride some rides, so first up is the Seas with Nemo and Friends. I'll have to mute the ride because last time I received a big copyright no-no for the music. So I'll have to remember to mute it from now on, and I'll just read like the overview and description for each ride. So with this one, you go under the sea without getting wet on this gentle ride based on Disney and Pixar's Finding Nemo, which finds Nemo lost again. You board a clammobile and descend slowly below the waves where Nemo's friends go swim through brightly colored coral reefs and gently swaying anemones. You dodge stinging jellyfish, underwater mines, a toothy anglerfish, and an even toothier Bruce the shark. At the end, you catch a ride on the righteous East Australian current with Crush the sea turtle and his little dude Squirt. You just keep swimming until you find Nemo. Once the underwater adventure ends, I love visiting the manatees, and as soon as I came out, they were swimming. So it was perfect unintentional timing. I just love when that happens. They're so massive, they're very interesting to watch. And look at the other ones swimming in now. I'm glad they have each other as buddies. You can also go up to the second floor and see them swimming around as well. I wish I knew what time the feeding was because they love munching on a whole head of lettuce, and I could just watch them for hours at a time. Over on the other side, they have a massive 5.7 million gallon saltwater aquarium where you can see sharks, clownfish, dolphins, and more. So I promise you I'm making my way over to World Showcase, but when you pass these rides with such a low wait time, you just have to take advantage of that. So of course I had to hop on Living with the Land. It's such a classic ride and it's relaxing, so why not? Plus, I have to work up an appetite first. With this ride, you get to see firsthand how Walt Disney World horticulturists are using innovative growing techniques and crossbreeding high-yield crops to help feed a growing planet. You discover a cornucopia of fruits and veggies from around the world, some modified to a jaw-dropping effect. Feast your eyes on edible food crops from around the world, a glimpse of hybrid striped bass, tilapia, catfish, and freshwater shrimp in the fish farm. You can also sample the fruits of their labor by enjoying a meal at Sunshine Seasons or the Garden Grill restaurant in the Land Pavilion, which both serve fresh produce and seafood that's grown right on the ride. I haven't eaten at the Garden Grill restaurant yet, but Sunshine Season has good breakfast sandwiches and great desserts. I also wanted to mention that they offer a behind the scenes tour where you can explore the future of agriculture with an in-depth walking around tour of the Land Pavilion. Also, check out this not so hidden Mickey-shaped bush and this cute Winnie the Pooh picnic they have set up. Now moving on to the moment we've all been waiting for. Located in the China Pavilion is Joy of Tea, but we're not here for the tea, we're in line for the pork egg rolls. I keep hearing great things about this snack and I wanted to see if I've been missing out. First bite I had was without any sauce, and then I had a couple of bites with the spicy mustard and the duck sauce because I'm just a sauce-loving type of person. I love a good egg roll, and this one did not disappoint. It was crispy, full of pork and veggies, and had a nice salty, savory flavor, even without the sauces. I've had Chinese egg rolls before that were full of air, and this one was fully packed to my liking. This was the perfect snack to start off with, and I'm upset that I've always assumed it was only a drink stand because I could have been enjoying this tasty snack for a while now. Next stop on the food agenda is Regal Eagle Smokehouse. I've only ate here once before, and it was for a s'mores brownie, which was good, but almost a little too rich for me. Today I wanted to stop in for one of their savory options, and as soon as you walk in, you're hit with the best barbecue smells that will have your mouth watering. I ended up getting the loaded burnt end fries, which are seasoned french fries with burnt ends, macaroni and cheese, and beer-battered onion rings. So I thought I would only be getting snacks today, but to my surprise, this was a much bigger portion, but for $12.99, you would hope it would be right. Thankfully, I brought a to-go container from home that I have the other pork egg roll in, and I'll have to add half of this meal to it as well. As for the taste of this dish, the fries were well seasoned, the burnt ends had the perfect amount of meat to fat ratio that was just mouth melting, and the onion rings had a nice crisp to them. I will say I wish the onion rings didn't have that strong beer flavor because sometimes it can be a little overpowering. Now for the mac and cheese. It was a little on the dry side and needed a little bit more flavor, but it had me daydreaming about the baked mac and cheese with pulled pork over in Animal Kingdom at Flame Tree Barbecue. I'm not knocking on Regal Eagle Smokehouse at all. It still had good flavor, and I definitely ate it and enjoyed it. Overall, I'd say this meal is still a good choice and a great option to split with someone if you're wanting to try multiple items around the park. I am actually looking forward to trying more things at Regal Eagle Smokehouse, like their sliced Texas beef brisket sandwich I keep hearing amazing praise about. Now to walk some of this off all the way over to France to the long line at Les Halles. Surprisingly, I've never been here because the line is always so long, but that just means it's delicious, right? I sure do hope so. I'm searching for a good sweet treat, and they have a pretty large menu here, so tons of options. I still need to come back during breakfast to try one of their savory baked goods because I hear raving reviews about them. I decided to get the macaron lime raspberry, which is, yep, you guessed it, a macaron with fresh raspberries and lime cream. This is such a pretty looking dessert. The macaron cookies were light and airy, and the fresh fruit was a nice touch. The lime cream, though, it was so tart I couldn't finish it. I saved it and put it in another container that I brought from home. I don't know if I'd get this again, though, since I didn't enjoy that cream. Heading back around, I had to take a stroll past the miniature train village and the Germany pavilion. I always like to stop and take a gander at the small outdoor model garden railway. I love that it was originally created for Flower and Garden Festival, but was kept due to its popularity, so now we can enjoy it all year long. I also made a mobile order for a special dessert at Caramel Couche. I say it's special because every time I've been in it wasn't available, but today is the day that I finally get to try the Werther's original caramel snickerdoodle cookie sandwich. That's a mouthful. It's 2 caramel-filled snickerdoodle cookies layered with salted caramel, buttercream frosting, and a caramel drizzle. This blew that macaron out of the park. This was the best sweet treat that I've tried so far at Caramel Couche, and I thought the butter bar was by far going to be my favorite. Although I still want to try the strawberry butter bar, but I took a couple of bites of this delectable cookie and had to save the rest for later. Now to take a break from eating, so off to ride Frozen Ever After. This is one of my favorite rides at Epcot, so I have to go on it every single time I'm here. On this ride, you'll find a seat aboard your boat and let the lapping waters take you through a frozen willow forest. Soon you'll be rubbing shoulders with some boulders, aka Kristoff's family of Troll Valley, before bracing the cold. High up in the icy blue world of the North Mountain, Elsa's enchanting ice palace awaits. Behold the wonder and keep an eye out for Anna, Olaf, and a few more frozen friends. This enchanting summer snow day celebration is complete with many of your favorite Frozen tunes, and it's sure to melt even the coldest hearts. Also, the know before you go about this song-filled journey is that it's a slow-moving boat ride with backward and forward plunges, and you go down short waterfalls, so you may get wet. I always get wet, but it's nothing more than a couple of splashes, so it's not like you're getting drenched. Making another long walk over to Figment, I saw this tree that stood out to me. It's so pretty. The Planter Finder app that I have wouldn't cooperate, so if anyone knows what it's called, please drop me a comment down below. Anyway, moving right along, I had to make a quick stop for a refill on my popcorn bucket before hopping on to Journey into Imagination with Figment, since it's right out front anyway. I love it when they overfill it like this, but it was so windy that the wind blew it all down on the ground before I could get the lid on. So unfortunately, I walked all the way over here to Figment, but it's temporarily down, so I just stood outside and waited a bit and enjoyed some of my popcorn. I thought it was going to pour down because of those angry clouds, but thankfully it held out, but it was such a windy day. Well, still no luck on it opening back up, but while I'm here, I wanted to show you a great spot when it's blazing hot out. This is the Waterfall Fountain by Journey into Imagination with Figment. If you come right by the corner of it, you'll get a nice light shower, which feels amazing when you're overheated and need to cool down. After cooling off, I started to make my way out of Epcot, but the Mickey's Premium Ice Cream Bar was calling my name. It's another treat that I've never had before, so I figured why not try it out since that seems to be the nature of this video today. This was so good, it was refreshing to have something cold and chocolatey. It was the perfect way to end my time here at Epcot. Well, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Bye, everyone.